Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Clayton Richard is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, in his last start, ended up taking the loss. Didn't go deep, only threw 5 innings, so hopefully he can get into the 7th or 8th in this one.
Domingo Santana heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Right fielder number 16, Domingo Santana.
Here's a pitch taken for ball 1 as we get underway here at 7:06. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
I just think they were sort of flat in the opener. They didn't play with a whole lot of inspiration, and that was reflected in the final score.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Jonathan Villar will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant on the move, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Hayward, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
Batting third,
Ryan Braun steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
You talk about the ultimate sign of respect. First inning, they're not even going to try to make him fish. It's just, here, take first. I've got a feeling that might not be the last time we see this.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Lucroy, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he falls behind 0-2. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Grounded to third. This could be 2. LaStella has it. Zobrist back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Taylor Youngman is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
This is in the air to right. Santana will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
And they got the road trip off to a rousing start, coming up with a big win in Game 1. I doubt they'll all be that easy, but still, that was exactly what you're hoping for when you hit the road.
And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Chris Bryant will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Hit in the air to right field. Santana giving chase. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Chris Carter will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Into the box, Aaron Hill. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lays off 1-0. And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now. On the ground to the left side. There is La Stella on to first, and Hill is a ground out victim. 2 away now.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you've got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit, and all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Standing in now, Yadier Rivera. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Hit to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
The 2-0 on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for 1 pitch in 1 spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Hit hard back up the middle. A dive. He's got it. The throw. He's out.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Batting fifth.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The batting average down in the low 210s. No home runs just yet, and 5 driven in. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Tommy La Stella will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Lifted the other way to left center. Braun giving chase. And the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Ramon Flores will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting him swing away.
Taylor Youngman will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
He's set. Here it comes. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Ross is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Yeah, not a real easy pitch to bunt there to start the at-bat. You see there, he shows late, and that pitch is up a little. And those can be difficult to get on top of, and he winds up just popping this ball up.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
Third inning, no score to this point. And, oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And the count will be full. 1 out and a runner on second base. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. High in the air and deep to left center field. Bryant racing back, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, and the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Up next for Milwaukee, shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And this should be a pretty good test of his resiliency out there. He's going to need to snap back in a hurry because he's got a lot more danger ahead.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. One out, nobody on. Just hung in there on that one. In the air to straightaway right. Hayward giving chase. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Well, that was a struggle with a capital S, but he finally gets him to lift the fly ball here to end the 9-pitch at-bat. That'll take some life out of the arm.
Ryan Braun digs in now, hoping he gets to see some pitches here after being intentionally walked in his first appearance.
Well, I'm sure he'd probably rather hit, but guess what? There's no easier way to improve that on-base percentage.
That evens it up 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Line to the right side, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Jonathan Lucroy will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good change up there.
Hit to short. Russell has it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. We play 2.5. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. Addison Russell will come forward to begin the 8-9 to start the home third.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, 2-0, even if you get your fastball, it doesn't mean you should be automatically swinging. He's probably fortunate he didn't make contact with that because that was in a perfect spot.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
And here you go one more time. You keep making quality pitches. You keep getting quality outs. I mean, that pitch right there on the outside corner, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, David Ross. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
This is just their first hit of the night, but what a hit it was. He squares up on this thing perfectly and just drives it over the wall. That had some serious hang time to it.
Standing in now, Clayton Richard. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. That last home run measured out to 405 feet officially. Grounded back up the middle. VR scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24, Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And he takes ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Flores. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs 1. Chris Carter is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard, because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
so here's Aaron Hill. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Hayward, but this will wind up being a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
On the ground up the middle. Oh, and he just fans on it out there at second as it gets right by him.
Textbook starts at the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this one-run lead.
Into the box now, Yadier Rivera. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now the double steal is on here, but this is speared by the first baseman. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Boy, with both runners moving, I think they're lucky this is only a double play. That might have very easily turned into a triple play instead.
Ramon Flores strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Bryant. And that's the third out. Milwaukee leaves one. They lead it 2-1. Jason Hayward is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That's inside. 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Rivera comes up with it. A quick out number 1. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And as we'd expect, not a huge differential here. In fact, no differential at all, with both guys clocking in at 92 as their top fastball. Digging in, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And it's quickly 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. You gave him a pretty good battle up there, and you never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Ben Zobrist will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Hard hit ball to second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
So striding in, Tommy La Stella, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana sprinting after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. Taylor Young for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
The pitcher, number 26, Taylor Youngman.
First delivery to him on the way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, and it seems like you kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike three called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there. And I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Ready to take his hacks again, Domingo Santana, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. That ball is gone as he tucks it over the wall down the line. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, and it gives the Brewers a 3-1 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar.
Shortstop.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Hot shot towards the hole, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's stolen base number 6 now on the year. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And I think this rain is definitely complicating matters out there. It's really coming down over the past 5 minutes or so. And you know, when you're out there blinking and trying to keep the water out of your eyes and the rain's dripping off of your helmet, it's making your grip really slick. It's a tough situation for any hitter to be in, and it's no picnic for the pitcher out there either. But he was the strong one in this case and won this battle.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Lifted into center field. Fowler has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Brewers get a run, and it comes here on the long ball. Middle of the night on the north side. It's now 3-1 Milwaukee. Leading off the inning, Addison Russell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
David Ross stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastballs, but you better not put it in that location.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Braun. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Miguel Montero will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Miguel Montero.
Throw over to the bag and the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
One 1-0 count. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Santana is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here the side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs 1. Adam Warren will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
43, Adam Warren.
Chris Carter steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Shot towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
So here's Aaron Hill. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Runners on the move for second. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground, but this will land untouched. Swung on and chopped up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and it's in time to take care of Hill. It's a double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Into the box now, Yadier Rivera, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Two and 0. Here it comes, 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Line towards center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Now you just think back to that double play ball. If not for that, this might very well have been a run.
Ramon Flores steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
Runners going. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs 1. Dexter Fowler will stand in to lead as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Jason Hayward comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And late reactions, and they got him.
Well, you can erase this leadoff single now. You know, that wasn't even that great of a move, but they catch him leaning, and he'll have to head back to the dugout.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball right side. Rivera is there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And more often than not, when you see a guy with a batting average like his is, it's a result of swinging at too many bad pitches. I should know. I was that guy. And his average is going to tumble even further after that at-bat.
Chris Bryant will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to strike him out for the second time. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Now you got the big thunder coming next, so you do not want to lose this guy.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They still trail it here 3-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Taylor Youngman will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And now time is called and the reliever is warm out there. Neil Ramirez is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 54, Neil Ramirez.
Taylor Youngman stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Pitcher number 26, Taylor Young men.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
To 2-2 now.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, I think he's upset here because that pitch has not been a strike all night. You'll see here on show track, it's still not a strike. He's got a definite gripe. I want to have a word or two myself.
Domingo Santana will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game, as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning, as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Down and away, ball one. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Fowler over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Jonathan Villar ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle-of-the-order hitters a chance in this inning.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Squared that one up just a little late. Hit sharply toward the right side. Hayward is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Anthony Rizzo will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. And you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Ben Zobrist will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. He looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
And, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Ready on 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Tommy La Stella stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Flores has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs 1. And there, in fact, is Ryan Braun. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Ryan Braun.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, tough slider right there. Had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
And, wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, this was right to the catcher's glove. I mean, he hardly moved, but he was just set up a little too far off the plate to get the call.
And that misses 2-2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And the 8th will start with a bang as this should be extra bases. And a good at-bat on 3-2 as he finishes it with a leadoff double.
Well, these guys know the deal from the offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he picks up his 6th double so far on the year. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Chris Carter takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Now this is exactly how you go about shutting down a leadoff double. He turned right around, struck out the next 2 guys. So now they're going to need a little 2-out magic if they're going to dent that scoreboard.
So here's Aaron Hill. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Here's a ball popped straight up, but playable for Montero behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Brewers lead it 3-1. Addison Russell will stand in her half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Kyle Schwarber will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Schwarber.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Right side, hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Out in front of it, strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Nope.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Score holds. It's 3-1. Hector Rondon come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Yadier Rivera, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Rondon's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Drilled to the right side. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
In now, Ramon Flores. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Scooter Gennett will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Gennett.
Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2, here it comes. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and we'll do it again on 0-2. The 0-2 home. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Ball 2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as the lead remains 3-1. Will Smith is on now. Things down here in the ninth.
Number 13, Will Smith.
Striding in to start the ninth, Jason Hayward, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Well, that pitch has a lot of life up in the zone. Just takes off on you.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Lucroy is up with it, and Hayward's now 0 for 3 so far as he's retired again here for the first out.
Left fielder, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now, 3-2 with a 2-run lead. This has to be in the strike zone. You can't work the corner here. This has to be right at it.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Nice job there as he gets the first 2 men to face him here. And now they're just 1 out away from picking up the first 2 games of this series.
Anthony Rizzo makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Boy, that's a perfect start to this series so far. They take the first 2 games here on the road, so now they'll look to finish off the sweep tomorrow.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 3-1. Good night from Chicago.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Brewers: 3 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street station 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.